Welcome again. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to day 8 of 14. So we have 6 more days to go, and today we are going to be setting goals on money and wealth. Money and wealth. It's been very, let me borrow Jenny's word. It's been a rewarding 8 days so far. Day 1, we started with, so let me just do a quick recap. Day 1, we started with our personal vision, mission, and purpose statement. Day 2, we went through our personal values to define our personal values and belief system. Day 3 was the Wheel of Life assessment. Day 4, we started the goal setting for home and family. Day 5 was relationship and love. Day 6, health and wellness. Oh, I think I'm mixing something up. Day 7 was health and wellness. And day 8 today is on money and wealth. Money and wealth. So we're going to begin with a case study as usual, because we find it so inspiring. Starting with case studies, it sets, the stage for what we are going to be talking about. It gives like a practical example, something to relate with. So as I read, please, whatever jumps out at you, whatever word jumps out at you, just put it on the comment section. Just type it there, whatever jumps out at you. So this is the path to financial freedom. I know that this is a goal that everybody has, even if you have not spoken it out, you have not said it out to anybody or even to yourself, that financial freedom is a personal goal. This is something that I know that everybody wants. And this is one of the three top goals that we encourage even the children that we work with. When we go on outreaches, we have this placard. One of them is my top 3 goals. Guess what the top 3 goals are? Number 1, personal development. Number 2, academic excellence, I think. Number 3, financial freedom. It is so important because I read it somewhere, and that thing, anytime I think about it, I get up and just get to work. It says that if you are not financially free, put it down somewhere. If you're not financially free, you are not free. If you're not financially free, you are not free. If you are not financially free, you are not free. And another person put it another way, that anyone that is in control of your finances is in control. Anyone that is in control of your financial destiny is in control of your life. Anyone that is in control of your financial destiny is in control of your life. It can be your boss, the person that is paying your salary. It can be your spouse, your parents, because they will make the decisions for you. And you have to do exactly what they say, because if you don't do it, they will not pay the bills. So anyone that is in charge of your financial destiny is in charge of your life. So we need to take charge of our financial destiny so that we can actually be able to do the things that we are supposed to do, fulfill our purpose, and get fulfillment along the way. So let me continue. Let me start reading. The title, The Path to Financial Freedom, a case study of Sarah's journey to wealth and fulfillment. Introduction. Sarah, a 35-year-old professional, had always dreamed of achieving financial freedom and having wealth to secure her future and pursue her passions. Despite facing various challenges, she embarked on a transformative journey that led her to a successful model of money and wealth management. This case study explores Sarah's inspiring story and the strategies she employed to achieve her goal. The background: Sarah started her career in marketing after completing her education. While she enjoyed her work, she realized that she needed to take control of her financial situation to achieve long-term security and independence. Just whatever jumps out at you, just put it on the chat box. So, while she enjoyed her work, she realized that she needed to also take charge of her financial situation to achieve long-term security and independence. With this goal in mind, she set out to develop a comprehensive plan that would enable her to build wealth and attain financial freedom. The first thing she did was goal setting, what we are about to do now. Sarah began her journey by setting clear, achievable financial goals. She established both short-term and long-term objectives, including paying off her loans, saving for retirement, and investing in real estate. See how specific she was. By defining these goals, she gained a sense of purpose and direction, which motivated her to stay focused and disciplined. The second thing she did, financial education. Recognizing the importance of financial literacy, Sarah dedicated time to educating herself about money, money management, investment, and wealth building. She read books, attended seminars, and sought guidance from financial advisors to enhance her understanding of various investment opportunities and strategies. This knowledge empowered her to make informed decisions and navigate the complexity of personal finance with confidence. The third thing Sarah did was budgeting and saving. One of the cornerstones of Sarah's success was her commitment to budgeting and saving. She created a detailed budget that allowed her to track her income and expenses, identify areas for potential savings, and allocate funds towards her financial goals. By adhering to this budget, she cultivated responsible spending habits and maximized her saving potential, laying a solid foundation for her wealth building endeavors. The fourth thing Sarah did was to diversify investments. Sarah adopted a diversified investment approach to grow her wealth over time. She allocated a portion of her savings to a well-structured investment portfolio that encompassed stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and real estate properties. Through careful research and strategic decision-making, she managed to generate passive income streams and capitalize on market opportunities, thereby accelerating her journey towards financial independence. And then the fifth thing Sarah did was entrepreneurial pursuit. In addition to her professional career, Sarah explored entrepreneurial ventures to expand her source of income. She launched a side business focused on her passion for interior design, leveraging her skills and creativity to generate additional revenue. This initiative not only diversified her income, but also brought her a sense of fulfillment and purpose beyond financial gains. Lastly, the last thing that Sarah did was community engagement. As Sarah progressed on her path to wealth, she remained committed to giving back to her community. She actively participated in financial literacy programs and mentorship initiatives, sharing her knowledge and experiences to empower others in their pursuit of financial stability, engaging with like-minded individuals and contributing to the well-being of the community, of her community, enriched her and reinforced her values of generosity and social responsibility. So the results and the impacts of all of these things. Through her unwavering dedication and strategic approach, Sarah achieved remarkable success in realizing her financial goals. She paid off her debts, her loans, secured a comfortable retirement fund, acquired investment properties that appreciated in value, and established a thriving side business. Her disciplined financial habits and proactive mindset not only elevated her wealth, but also instilled a sense of confidence and empowerment to her personal and professional endeavor. Now, this is the end of this case study. So what jumped out to you? What stood out for you from this story? What are the things that you think that Sarah did that was very strategic? Please, can you share? Somebody loves Sarah already. I love Sarah too. What are the things that this should be engaging? It's not a listening party. You have to be engaged. You have to contribute so that I'll know that I'm not alone. Okay, so while you're typing in the chat box, Jenny, can you unmute and speak? Please keep your contribution, coming in the chat box, please. Jenny, your hands are raised.
Yes. All right. I just want to say something about it, the Sarah. Why I say I love her is because of her action steps towards achieving that goal. She was really open-minded. Yes, she's an open-minded person. She has a growth mindset. That's why she was able to have all these options. That one, leveraging on every opportunity that she had within her, even her skills, her professional line. So it really inspires me to know that I can build multiple streams of income. Yes, I can use the side of my knowledge, what I studied in school, like maybe say professional line, and then I can leverage on business opportunities, and then even make extra income from hobbies, and things you take for granted. So the way she was intentional about leveraging on all the opportunities she had around her, she didn't allow her career pursuit to be, a limitation, to so to say, where I say, because of my work, I cannot do another thing, or I cannot set up a business here and there, because many times we have ideas, but we feel like, can I do it because of this or because of that? She was able to really allow herself explore, all possible opportunities she had around her, and that's really kept her at the edge to be able to achieve her goal. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much. And that is also one of the things that I love about the story of Sarah, is that, yes, she leveraged on every opportunity around her. And like you said, she's open-minded, She was clear about what she wanted. She wanted to clear off her loans. She was in debt. She wanted to clear it off. She wanted to set up a retirement fund for herself. And she wanted to invest in real estate. She was specific. She was very specific. And then you saw the steps that she took. First of all, she set the goal, and then she went for financial education. And then from what she already has from her job, she started putting out things. And then from the things that she has put out, she started making investments. Of course, she started budgeting to cut out things that, just to know where her money is going. And then what else did she do? She started a side business from her passion, her interior design passion. She started a side business. And even with all of those things, she didn't forget giving back to her community, because that's also another secret of financial freedom. At some, you have to give back. You can't just be consuming. Even this human body, you can't just be eating. You need to release some things out there. If you don't, you die. So there is always, all of these things. So let me go to the chat box. I've seen a lot of comments. Thank you for putting them in. Yes. Budgeting, financial education. Goodness said financial education. Ayobami said budgeting. Charismata said financial training and consultation, which is really amazing. And something I need to say about budgeting, I saw this definition of budgeting somewhere and it made a lot of sense. He said, your budget is not just, the list of things that you do and how you spend your money. It's actually a list of your priorities, because where your money goes is where your values and priorities are. So when you look at your budget and see where your money goes, how you spend your money, it's actually a list of your values and priorities. So if you go and check your budget, even this is the end of the year, this is the right time to actually make inventory, to take stock, or to, what do they call it? End of year appraisal or something. Go and check how you have spent your money. That is not just, your budget. That is a list of your values and your priorities. When I read that, I took a moment to think about it, and it's true. Because where your money goes is where your heart is, where your highest priority and values are. So, financial education, budgeting and discipline, savings for retirement. This is also something that we ought to start doing, all of us. Budgeting and strict spending habits. Esther said goal setting, financial education, budgeting, diversified investment, entrepreneurship, pursuit, community engagement. Thank you. You were really in class and you were taking notes. Yes. Okay, Chuku said Sarah is well disciplined. Yes. That's another word for also being intentional. She really knew what she wanted and she went for it. Christopher said, though Sarah loved her job, yet for financial freedom, she set goals for financial freedom, explored financial education, savings, investing, entrepreneurship, giving back to community engagement. All along, she did not resign. See? She did not resign. See? I know that some people are saying, but Sarah does not live in Lagos, where you leave work by 4 a.m. and come back by 10. If you really want to make it work, you'll find a way. That's the truth. If you think about it for so long, a way will produce itself. That is, energy goes where thoughts flows. If you think about it so long, the opportunity will open up before you. So the reason why some of those things have not happened is because the thought flashes and then you knock it out. You give excuses and just knock it out. If you just give it time, think about it. Don't do anything. Just give it time and think about it. Opportunities will begin to open up and you see that you can do it. Can do anything you want to do. So now let's get into today's class. Thank you so much for, engaging so well. So money and wealth. Achieving success in money, finance, and building wealth involves a combination of financial knowledge, disciplined habits, and long-term planning. Sarah, the case study of Sarah already showed us the practical application of all of these things. Long-term planning, see the way we just read this case study in less than 10 minutes. And some people would think that it happened in 1 year. Probably happened over 10 years, 20 years, 15 years. Long-term planning. So the first question that we'll ask ourselves is, what does money and wealth mean to you? Like, what does being successful in, having money, having wealth, what does it mean to you? You need to define it. Does it mean, happiness that you've arrived? Because I know there are so many people with money, but are not fulfilled. Is it fulfillment to you? Does it mean fulfillment? What does it mean? Like, how would you know? How would you say, okay, now I'm successful. I'm successful in this area. Like, you understand what I mean? So write it. What does money and wealth mean to you? Having money and wealth, what does it mean to you? This is not your goal now. This is not your money goal. We just want to know you. You just need to tell yourself what money and wealth means to you. Does it mean freedom? Freedom to pursue your passions without any restrictions. Because some people might think, I can't do what I want because I really am tied down with this job and because I need to get the money here. Therefore, I can't do this. So getting this money will give me freedom to live life on my own terms. Is that what it means to you? Just put it down. Let's take it 1 minute and write it.
Hello.
Yeah, so she here for an hour.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay, so welcome back. If you're just joining us, we are already in the goal setting, practical goal setting exercise. We're already, on it. So you can just join us. We just answered the question of what does money and wealth mean to you? So just write what it means to you. Now, the next question is now the goal. The goal. What specific goal would you like to achieve in terms of money and wealth? So you have to be specific. Specify amount if you want this certain amount of money. Specify amount, specify assets, when you have it, and what you would offer for it. So specify the amount of money. If it's money in cash, oh, I want to make 100 million, or I want to buy a property, a landed property. Sarah was specific. Sarah said she wanted to pay off her loan. Sarah said she wanted to pay off her loan. So the question we are answering now is what is your goal for money and wealth? What do you want to achieve? Your money and what do you want? If it's money that you want to make, specify the amount of money. If it's assets you want to buy, specify the assets that you want to buy. Just be specific. And I was giving an example with Sarah. Sarah was specific. She wanted to pay off her loan. She wanted to have money set out for her retirement, and she wanted to invest in real estate. She was specific. So what do you want? You want to make 100 million naira? Now, when will you have the money? You put a deadline when you have this money. And then, most importantly, what will you offer for this money? What service, what product? How will this money come? Is it through your job? Is it through a product, a service, through your business? Just be specific, because we have always set goals of, okay, I want to make 10 million, but there is no way to, we don't have any plan set aside that this money will come through. So this will also help us to be able to make the goal smart. If you want to make 100 million and it's going to come through your job and they are paying you 500,000 a month, you already know that the goal is not smart. It's not realistic, because you cannot make 100 million from a 500,000 naira a month job. So now you have to go back to your goal, or you have to go and look for, change the things that you have to offer to get this goal. So let's write money, write the amount, by when, and then what you would offer for it. 1 minute, we'll be back. Welcome back. So this question is very direct. Who is this goal for? Why do you want this thing that you're doing now? Why do you want it? Is it for you? Is it for your children? Oh, I'm doing it for my parents, doing it for my boss, doing it for my spouse. Who is this goal for? Just write it. Who this goal is for. Just write it. It's not rocket science. You know who this goal is for, so write it there. Now, the next question is, what is your current money and wealth situation? You know where you are at? Just put it down. This is where I'm at in my money and wealth. And the next question is, what progress have you already made towards the achievement of this goal? What have you done already? If you've already started something, you put it there, what you have started already. If you've not, just put it there. I've not done anything towards this goal. So that when you get to the options, you start exploring the different options, you know the things that you need to start doing. But it's good for us to tell ourselves the truth. This is your goal. You're not doing it for anyone. It's for you. So you know your current situation and you know what you have done so far. So just write it down. This is just thinking on paper. Then the last question before we go to the options is, what challenges or obstacles are you currently facing? In other words, What is stopping you from achieving this goal? What is that thing that is stopping you from achieving this goal? Is it your job? Is it your spouse? Is it your own self, lack of motivation and lack of taking action? Just write it. So let's take a minute and then we'll be back for the options. Welcome back. So now we're going to write 8 to 10 things that you can begin doing now that can lead you from where you are now to this goal that you've achieved. I give an example. I don't remember the day, but my first vision board was in 2018. And by the end of the 2018, not one thing on that board had manifested, not one. And I remember I put in there, I want to make 1 million. Not one manifested. You know, so funny as it is right now, looking back, I realized that it was a dream. It wasn't a goal. Yeah, I heard about vision, but I said, oh, it's good, oh. If I paste this money here and look at it every day and confess it and declare it, I'll have it. It didn't happen. And I made my confession, I made my affirmations, I did everything. It did not happen. Not one thing on that board came to pass. So by the time we got to the end of 2018, and we're talking about creating vision board again for 2019, I said, there's no need now. I'll just carry the whole thing over to 2019 because nothing happened. So, but that was when I actually started my personal development journey and I started learning some of these things that we are doing now. There was no plan, there was no service, there was no project, there was no product, there was no job. How was I planning to get 1 million? For somebody to just, gives me the thing. I guess that was what I was thinking. But this is where a lot of us get stuck and they wonder why didn't this thing happen? So let's explore 8 to 10 things that we can be able to do to move from where we are to where we want to be. So I set another goal for myself because of course we've exceeded that goal a long time ago. Set another goal for myself. I want to make 100 million through this, all these things that I'm doing. And I had enough knowledge at this time to sit myself down and ask myself, what product, what service, what are you going to offer for this money? There's nothing like free money. There's no free money anyway. What are you going to offer for this money that you want? The quality and the quantity of your service to bring in this money back to you, because my money is in the hands of people. My money is in your hand, like right now, my money is inside your hand. But I need to offer you something that will enable you to release that money to me happily, not grudgingly, happily release the money. The way I've been releasing money into the hands of some other people to get what I want happily. So as I started thinking, how can I do this? What can I offer? how many people can I reach, and all those things. Ideas will start coming. Ideas will start coming. Then you start writing it down, creating strategies and all that. So if you're thinking about making money and you don't have any product, any service, any job, or this is where to start. So some of the options that we have here, the first one, we have financial education. You need to invest in your financial education. Learn about personal finance, budgeting, investing, and wealth creation. Don't jump into anything because everybody is doing it. Okay, MMM or whatever. Learn, invest in knowledge. Buy books on knowledge. There is nothing that you want to learn in this world now that has not been written inside a book somewhere. Everything, whatever challenge you're going through, it has been written. The solution has been written inside a book somewhere. Our job is to find the book, read it, and learn and apply. So the next one is budgeting and financial planning. So create a budget and stick to it. Track your income, your expenses, and your savings. And like I said, your budget is your list of priorities and values. It's not just a list of things that you've been doing. It's your list of priorities and values. When you look at your budget, you see where your money has been going since. Those are your priorities and your values, not the ones that you've been saying, no. This is okay, maybe you're married and you say, my wife is my priority, this one. And then we look at your budget. There is no money has been channeled to this particular person. The person is not your priority. The person is not your priority. Your priority and your values are the places that your money is going. So you check your budget. Now, the next option is get a job or start a business or learn a skill. Don't just sit down and just be praying. Even the prayer that you're praying, you need to go out there and take actions and go and apply. And God is not going to come to your house and dump the job on you or open your brain and put the skill inside it. You have to go out there and learn. And as you go, just like the 10 lepers, go and show yourself to the priest. Jesus already healed them. Go and show yourself to the priest. As they went, they were healed. So if they had stayed there and said, oh, I've not seen any change, I want the healing to occur, nothing would have happened. But as they went. So as you're praying, when you're praying, God answers you with ideas. As He's dropping, just get up and go and implement. As you're going now, you meet somebody, you hear something, that's how it happens. The next one is investing and wealth building. So investing and wealth building. Develop an investment strategy aligned with your goals. So, of course, before you start investing, you must have some savings. You've been setting out some money, and when opportunities come, you now bring out from these savings and then invest in just to be able to multiply your money. Then the other one is professional advice. Consider seeking advice from financial professionals. Consider that, there are personal finance, coaches around that you can actually meet. If this is your priority, you have to do what it takes to get the knowledge that you need. Because the difference between the people that are doing it right and getting the results and the people that are not getting the result is knowledge and the application of the knowledge that they know. Then create an innovative product or service. Create an innovative product or service. I remember even today, me and Pastor IJ, Barrister IJ, we were talking, and she was telling me, hey, that she remembers last year where I was just, complaining. I don't know, we're not doing anything, we're not making any sales. Nobody is looking out for our products, nobody, and all those things. And she was like, just calm down, just pray, just calm down. But the point is that it's been 1 year, just 1 year, and things are no longer the same. Things have changed. We have created more innovative, products and services that people are now willing to pay more for. Services, we are giving more quality products, more quality services that people are now, happy to pay for. And, the level that we are operating now, for us to move to the next level, we have to upgrade ourselves again. And it takes more learning, more growth, more paying other people to learn from them for us to be able to come up to where we want to be. So create innovative products and services. Then the final option we have here is generosity and giving. Cultivate a mindset of generosity and giving back. Support causes and organizations that align with your values. Giving not only benefits others, but also brings a sense of fulfillment and purpose to your own financial journey. So don't make this money thing all about you. Factor in other people as you grow. So let's take 2 minutes. There are other things that will be coming to you. Just put it down as options, but have options. Have options. So let's take 2 minutes and put it down, and then we'll move to the way forward. Okay, welcome back. And let's go into the final stage. So from these options that you've listed now, which of them will lead you to achieving your goal faster? Which one will lead you to achieving the goal faster? Out of these 8 or 10 things that you listed, just write the one that you feel that will lead you to achieve your goal faster. And based on this option that you just wrote, this one option that you just wrote, what specific action will you take to move you to your goals? What specific action? So if that's option, out of the 8 that you've written, if the option is financial, education, that's something I need to do now. That's number one thing I need to do. The next thing is, what specific action will you take based on this financial education? Like, where will you get this education? With whom will you get this education? Or if you want to self-educate, what books are you buying? And when are you buying them? So after you've written this, the next one is now, what will your first step be? So this is like, okay, I'm going to buy this book. And when will you take it? When are you buying the book? Are you buying it tomorrow or next year or next month? And please, all these goals that we are setting, don't just say, oh, I'm going to start it next. Just start now. The ones that you can start immediately, start now. Don't push it over. You know, start now. I remember I was talking to someone recently and she said she wants to write, she wants to start a program. We talked about the program and it was very exciting and everything. And so when are you starting this program? She said, first quarter. Was it first quarter of next? Like, so in my mind, I just calculate first quarter, January, February, March, April. Like, what will you be doing from this January to this? Like, why do we like to set those kind of goals? I remember also meeting someone and she said that she wants to write a book. She has this book dream in her heart. She wants to write it and she's been wanting to write it and she's been scribbling things for a couple of months or even years now. And I said, okay, so when do you want this book? I always ask this because we have to have, if you have a goal, there should be a timeline. When do you want this book to be ready? And she said, maybe next year, December. I'm like, so what will you be doing from now to next year, December? I said, you can write this book and finish it in a month. She was like, no, how? And guess what? With our expert help, she got the book in 3 weeks. 3 weeks. And she's even much more happier. Like, we entered inside her heart and brought out everything that she wanted to write. And we helped her to produce this amazing resource. So if you have any goal that you put yourself, like there are some that are long-term goals, don't get me wrong, but you know that you can accomplish this faster. Don't keep it till next year or 3 months or 4 months. And this is also me advertising one of our services of helping individuals turn their life experiences into inspirational stories that can bless other people. Like you feel like you've encountered things in your life and you've overcome these challenges and you want to teach people, especially younger generation, how to deal with these certain situations. This is one of our main services. This is one of my callings, especially women, to help them to bring out that story that will inspire the next generation. And when you're able to do that, that is legacy, because your voice will continue to speak on the earth, even when you're not here. So I just wanted to chip that in. So reach out to me if you have a project like that. So we'll be writing a lot of memoirs, a lot of biographies, a lot of author biographies, inspirational. Just reach out to us. Now, the next one is, who would hold you accountable to this goal? Who would this person be, or what group? Just put it there, or put the name of the person, put the name of the group. And then when are you going to call this person to tell them, see my financial goal, see my money and wealth goal, and you're my accountability partner. Please hold me accountable to this. This is what I want to achieve by this time. Please hold me. Will you hold me accountable? Just put the person's number and when you call the person. Then finally, you take out time to visualize. You have come to the date that you set for yourself that you will have this thing. And now you already have it. So just take yourself to that place. If it's money, 100 million in account, you want to buy a house, you want to build one, you want to japa, You want to go to this particular school. This is the goal that you want. You want to save this amount of money. Just see yourself as if you've already achieved it. Just visualize it. How will you feel? How will you feel achieving this goal? Just take in that feeling. You say that you have to embody the person that you want to become. See yourself as if it's already done. And then when you're done receiving all the love and joy and fulfillment, then you come out and begin to take the steps that you've already created for yourself to get to that place. They say that you would never get to where your mind, your imagination has never been to. So if you can never imagine yourself living in that house, it might not happen. If you can never imagine 100 million inside your account, it will not happen. If you've never imagined, so the reason why you have not been to some places is because you've never thought it. You've never thought it. You start dreaming it, and start creating an action plan. Before you know it, you'll be there. And it's the same way with our wealth and money goals. And finally, make an affirmation based on the goal. What you want to earn, what you want to have, by when you want to have it, and what you will give for this to come to you. The example I have here is, I have earned and received 100 million naira from very happy paying customers who subscribed to my programs, my products, my services by December 20th, 2024. My affirmation, simple. And then by the time we get to the end of this program, we'll compile all the affirmations. That's why we say just make it a sentence. Compile all the affirmations, the one you made for your health and wellness, the one you made for your relationship and love, the one you made for wealth. You compile all the affirmations, and that will be your list of affirmations. So you now see your goals in one place. And afterwards, you go and find images that represent each of these dreams, each of these goals, and download them and create a vision board so that when you look at the board, you just see all your goals in one place. You see your affirmation list, all your affirmations in one list, so that you won't say, oh, I forgot. I don't remember, so I'm not pursuing it. So we have come to the end of today's class. How has it been for you? If you would like to say something, you want to make a contribution, you can just use the hand, lift your hand, or you can type. How has this been? What stood out for you? What new thing did you take on today from setting money and wealth goal? Please, I need some responses before we go. You're also free to speak. Are we all in the spirit, or we've all gone to bed?
We are here digesting the law. In fact, it is mind blowing and very, very educative for me. I'm still trying to digest it very well.
Good evening, Coach Ogo. Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Oh, I didn't even know I was muted. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for this masterclass. I mean, I just feel the need to say a very big thank you. I mean, these are things that people pay a lot of money for. And I can't believe that this class is free. But thank you. That's not to say that you should charge us next time, but I just feel the need to appreciate you. Like, seriously, thank you so much. And as I'm setting my money and wealth goal, I'm getting more clarity and direction on things I need to do. You know, thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this.
Thank you too. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. So I have some comments here. It says, are these case studies available as part of the downloadable worksheet? No. We didn't add the case studies in the worksheet. If not, the worksheet will be so big. The workbook is already almost 100 pages. So if we add case studies inside the workbook, it will now be like plenty. So they are independent. And we can share in the group. We can share. I'll share today's on in the group. So Charismata said, I am taking with me financial education and strict spending habits, good and right budgeting. I have specified my financial goals for the next 2 years of my life. Amazing. I learned that your budget is your list of priorities and values. That's correct. Thank you, Esther. She said, very insightful. Thank you. So, okay, so Peculiar Teen said, what stood out for me is the budgeting is key and a renewed definition that will change my financial mindset. Amazing. That's your budget is your list of values and priorities. So thank you. On this note, we have come to the end of today's goal setting, practical goal setting masterclass. So tomorrow, at the same time, we will come back for personal development and awareness. Personal development and awareness. So see you tomorrow and have an amazing, amazing evening. Bye. The replay will be shared in the group. Thank you, Esther. Good night, everyone.
Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you.
Night, Ma. Thank you.
Thank you.